TikTok just brought back the 10-minute video feature on the app. So hadithi, hadithi. Let's get cozy and read some dilemmas. Is my man a womanizer or gold digger? Hi, Olive. Please keep this anonymous. It's a bit of a long story and I need advice. I wouldn't mind other people's advice too. You can share on your socials, especially TikTok. So, welcome. I met this guy in 2020, didn't talk much, gave him a wrong number. I was in a relationship by then. We later met just out of the blues when I was single, I think 6 months later, and we hit it off. I had a huge crush on him, and I assume he felt the same because he went along with my pursuits. Fast forward, we start hanging out doing what lovers do, sharing a cook. Yeah, I don't know. But at a guest house. And that's when I knew something was up. But he kept saying he's got a baby mama that doesn't live far from him and he lives with his daughter and he doesn't want to introduce his child to me till he's sure. Apparently, the baby mama was his wife of 9 years and she finds out after we've been in a relationship for like 8 months with him, confronts me, leaves him, and immediately moves in with another man. It's not a consolation, but that relationship was over even before I existed. I just kind of prompted it. Anyway, he pleads I forgive him and we continue with our relationship. I support him in any way I can, moving to a new place, etc. Wait, you funded him moving to a new house? We were always talking about marriage. After being in a relationship for like 1 year, after his wife found out, I start talking about the next step, moving in together. He tells me he's not ready and I get pissed and break up with him for like 5 months. He chases me. By then, I was involved with another man just for fun, nothing serious. We get back together and he's already impregnated another woman who was almost giving birth, claiming when I started acting out before the 5-month break, he got involved with her. Besides him chasing me, he was also in a relationship with another woman, not the baby mama, and had other involvements with other women who were still calling him when we got back together. Anyway, I gave him time to deal with them as we mended our relationship and trust. Chomi. I got back together with him on one condition, that we move in together. He was hesitant at first, but later on agreed. We've lived together for 8 months now, and I suspected he was seeing another woman when his sexual drive went down, and he even went as far as to tell me, siku hizi unapenda sex sana. Anyways, that's when I started investigating. For your information, he's a driver, and when I met him, he was driving a tuk-tuk, of which in June this year, he climbed the ladder to an Uber driver, and that's when he started changing. I found out he was pursuing a lady, going through his phone. I had his password and he had mine. Also, I've never gone through his phone until then. And I confronted him. He insisted that the lady is the one who's interested in him, and in his defense, the messages were from the lady and not him, so I let it go. Despite the message being suspicious, with her calling him sweet names, etc. I'm not the type to call a lady and tell them to stay away from my man, so I never confirmed her side of the story, and he refused to contact her to clarify that nothing was going on. I chose to trust him, and the lady stopped calling late at night, so I assumed he's dealt with her. I also saw no more messages or calls. Now, 1.5 months ago, I find out he's talking to another lady, and he's really thoroughly pursuing her. He seemed more interested than she was. Even during the 3-day mandamano, we were in the house with him and he video called her using my personal hotspot. WhatsApp video call. Hey. He denied, of course. I produced evidence. He relented, but downplayed it, claiming she's just a client and it's mere flirting, no harm at all. I let it go. Ha! Elsa, let it go. Let it go. I kept on checking his phone. I found out he's flirting, confronted him. He denies. Then he goes ahead to change her name on his phone, not knowing I had her number. At first, I thought it was another girl, but realized it was the same girl. He didn't change his password, but put a password on his WhatsApp, and now he's claiming that there's nothing going on between him and the girl. By the way, his Uber job makes him sleep out a lot, especially on the weekends. We used to talk way till late around 12 a.m. and pray together as he waits on clients when he started. But nowadays, sometimes he doesn't receive my calls, saying his clients don't want him talking on the phone while driving, of which I understand. Hey, muandastandanga. Sometimes I call and he doesn't receive at all till the next day. I've denied him sex for 3 weeks now and he's putting a lot of pressure on me, though respectfully. I doubt. I just don't trust him no more. With diseases everywhere, I'm afraid of risking my life. Baby girl, that's the least of your worries. By the way, he's claiming that he only pursued the lady, that is the second lady, because he's using her to get a job, that the lady is connected and has a better vehicle which he can use for Uber or Bolt, etc. Claims he's never slept with her, even though his WhatsApp has a password still and he refuses to remove it. This really got me thinking because when his wife found out about him and she was very civil, by the way, and she told me this guy loves women with money and one day he'll leave you and go to a woman with more money. When him and I got together, I was loaded, and I almost took a loan to buy him a vehicle anyway. Anyway, I got bankrupt, lost my business, and now I'm climbing up slowly. In short, I am not as loaded as I was when we first met. Is my man a gold digger, opportunistic, a womanizer? I'm also thinking of leaving him to just take a break because I've really been stressed out ever since I suspected he's cheating or fooling around. I drink daily nowadays just to feel tipsy enough to push my days, and I've been diagnosed with ulcers 3 days ago. I know ulcers is bacteria, but kinda weird, right? Considering the timeline. I need advice, please. Thanks for the platform, and I hope to hear from you and your fans. Hey, Chomi. I don't know. The Delulu here is not the Solulu. It's not. I'll tell you to just leave. I don't know what else I can tell you. I don't know what other people have they can say in the comments, but just leave. Baby boo, just leave. There's nothing there for you, not at all. Just leave. Gosh. Comments, please. Help her out, but I'll just tell you to leave. Just leave. Mommy, leave. Aye.